Lovely colour.
So this is Colin, and he's an admirer of MGBs. Have you ever owned an MGB yourself, Col?
Not an MGB, an MG midget.
MG midges, yeah.
I often wonder how I ever got in it, but I did.
See, how tall are you, Col?
6'1".
6'1", and you bought a midget.
Then I was about 16 and a half stone. So there's hope for all of us.
Well, there you are. So it's been a few years since you've been in an MG.
Yeah.
So let's take you out
Okay,
and
mate.
go for a spin. Yeah, let's go for a spin.
I'm looking forward to the sound and the smell. In a good way.
The car, I take it, Colin.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the charisma and the style. And
there's something missing, isn't there, from modern cars? You don't get in these.
I think with classic cars, you either love them or you hate them.
Yeah.
We're old enough to have memories, great memories. We've all had them in the past, and we all tend to look at them with rose-coloured spectacles, don't we?
We do, yeah, yeah.
You forget the times our own start and all them sort of things.
Yeah, we forget all about.
Yeah,
we forget all about that, don't we? Yes.
But
So I'm going to give it some. There we go. That choke out. That's a little bit of choke. Yeah, just take it down the road just to warm up. Yeah. Yeah. There's something about old cars that you can't quite.
they mean different things to different people, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
It seems smaller than what I remember. Just the view, like over the bonnet, but the bonnet's quite long on these, isn't it? But to me now, sitting here, it seems quite a strange feeling.
Yeah.
Kay's brother had an MGB, Roadster,
Yeah.
and we used to go all over, me and the midget, Kay and I and the midget, and Peter and his wife in the Roadster. We had some fair old times, mate.
Happy days in the Roadster.
Yeah, you clear left good.
Yeah. So you'd have the roof down with you and
Oh, absolutely. We had some great times, mate. The best of times was you come home on a Friday night and say, the weather's wonderful the weekend, let's go up the lakes for the weekend. And you just chuck your, change your clothes and you're just based in it and you're gone.
So,
Wonderful.
I mean, in them days it was a car just like this, just the same. And can you believe you went all the way to the lakes?
Yeah.
Like then it didn't mean anything to you, did
No,
it? You know,
not at all.
like now you'd think, oh,
That's a bit far.
I ain't got air conditioning or whatever.
Yeah,
like, whatever.
yeah.
Mind you, in a Roadster, you've got air conditioning.
Absolutely. Pressure.
Good oil pressure.
Yeah.
It's up to where it should be.
Yeah.
At the 60 mark.
What do you normally cruise at? 60?
Yeah, 60. I mean, I've took it. I mean, it'll go at 70 on the motorway quite easily and beyond. You know, actually, it's a very good engine. I believe it was all set to 0 12,000 miles ago. You know, with another engine in. It's not the original engine.
No.
And the mechanic said that the engine still looks new. You know, and the seals are all still original.
Yeah. I mean, they used it in everything, the 1800 engine. It was a damn good engine, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
Infinitely tunable. She runs really well considering her age.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 1967.
Really comfortable.
It's good, and you got the overdrive switches on here, Carl.
Yeah.
You just pop that down now and you'll feel that.
Yeah, your little jerk. Yeah.
Just feel like you're in an atmosphere cruising along.
On Peter's MG, it was in the top of the gear knob.
Oh yes.
They give you quite a kick in the pants. But the longer you drove it, the more smoother it would get.
That's right. A lot of the stuff hasn't changed, it's just the same, you know, just the same as it was back in the day. Things we take for granted, like central locking and all that, you have to remember to lock each door individually. So, you know, I'm glad you're enjoying the experience, Colin.
Yeah, very much so, mate. Happy memories flooding back.
to them going around the Lake District then. You just have to imagine there's no roof on.
We're coming down the M6. It's about 11:15 at night. I got the roof off, the canopy off. This truck overtook us, and a cement bag blew over off the truck and covered the windscreen. And you don't really get time to think. And all I could think of to do was sort of stand up. God knows what the people round us thought.
It's a good job it didn't start raining, otherwise you'd have been, you'd have been set.
Absolutely, bloody right. Just pulled it out of the way. That must have been, blimey, how many years ago was that?
Go on, Carl, work it out, how many years ago was that?
About 1977.
Well, this car would have been 10 years old then, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would have been around. It's nice to have somebody in the car that appreciates and remembers what they were like, you know. And I'm guessing it's invoking memories in your mind, taking you back. These things do, certainly with me.
Yeah. I mean, no matter when you buy it, you're driving a 1960s motor car, aren't you?
Yes. Oh, yes.
And that comes across and comes back very, very clear.
Yeah.
Very clear. She runs absolutely beautifully.
It's a lovely running car, you know.
It is.
What sold it to me when I went down to Eastbourne to buy it, you know, I just thought.
The suspension set up really bang on.
Yeah, it's leaf springs at the back, Colin.
Yeah.
And struts at the front.
Yeah.
Well, they're not struts actually, they're little arms that go in and out, I forget what they call them, little hydraulic arms that come and go to damp it. But yeah, it's surprising how comfortable they are, because this is quite a rough road really, you know.
Yeah.
Potholes.
These potholes along here have been absolutely lethal.
Terrible, yeah.
Especially on the other side of the road, if people had alloys absolutely shatter.
Yes. Yeah.
Really bad.
Well, there's steel wheels on this, so
Yeah.
they'll take a little bit of a battering.
Yeah,
Although they're heavy. You know, they should have something over modern cars. Really, should withstand the pothole.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice that you know, it really is. You're enjoying the experience.
There's about 6 or 8 of them probably a bit further on in the gutter, and I think they're the ones that were really bad. There's some there. Here they are, here those there.
Yeah, that filled some of them. See,
Yeah,
they're coming
bloody
again.
terrible. And if you swerve to avoid them, there's another set waiting there. Bloody terrible.
Yeah, you fill them in, and they're back again, look.
Yeah.
They filled them in.
Like a patchwork quilt, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bloody dangerous if you're on a bike.
Well, there's an idea that they would come out with using old tyres, the rubber from old tyres,
Yeah.
mixing them with like a tar material,
Yeah.
and using it to fill all the holes in with, which I thought was a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
I believe they do it in certain countries, but for some reason I don't think we do it here. No.
Oh, the setup on the suspension is absolutely spot on, mate.
You like that car, yeah?
I do.
It's a nice, for what it is, it's the age of the car. They're not all bad, are they? I mean, I took an old guy out before, and his parting shot was, I forgot how crap they were. Which is fair enough, because he drives the Jaguar, you know. So fair enough, Brian.
It's like some of the old motorbikes I had. A bloke said to me, he said they were rubbish when they were brand new. He said, now call them bloody classics.
Yeah. It is a trip down memory lane for you.
It is, mate.
And that's what it's all about. I believe owning a classic car is just having fun, you know?
Yeah,
That's all it is, you know.
There's some nice country lanes.
I mean, this is what the car's designed to do, you know. These are the lines that it thrives on, you know.
Absolutely.
Going down these.
Gear change is lovely and smooth and quiet.
Yes. Except when I miss the clutch occasionally, Colin.
We've all done that, mate.
Yes.
We have all done that.
Don't do this on the
But
video.
she's very quiet. There's no rattles or nothing, is there?
No, it's very well put together, you know, and just keeping on top of stuff, you know, you get the odd, I detect the odd rattle occasionally and try and track it down, you know, as best I can.
Yeah. Do you do your own servicing and everything?
As much as I can, Cole, yeah. I had some MOT work done on it. Although the car doesn't need an MOT, I usually keep up with it. It's going to have another one soon.
Yeah.
Just to make sure it's safe on the road for my own benefit, you know. It's just going to have one soon.
She's lovely, mate. Definitely lovely.
Colin?
You've got a good following, mate.
Yeah, it's coming on. It's a lot of people watch it but don't actually subscribe, which is a shame. I could do with more subscribers. But you know, getting up to 5,000 a month.
Good.
Regularly watch my channel. So please, anybody that's watching, please subscribe and help me out with that. You know, do more subscriptions.
Well, without that, mate, sooner or later, it dies, doesn't it? And all they are then are photographs in a book, and
yeah,
that's very sad.
It's just nice that, that you can log it. You know, it's almost like a video diary that I'm doing here. You know.
Technology nowadays is incredible.
It's fantastic, Colin. You know,
it's wonderful if you understand it.
Come from the days of VHS videos, you know.
Yeah.
I thought that was the bee's knees. Of course, now.
Did you know in this village there's a man that owns a Buff Superior?
Yes, I've met him. Within the classic car communities, you do get to meet a lot of people and socialise with them.
Yeah. That's all part of it, isn't it, mate? Because one day you're going to need a spring or a washer that you can't get, and you say, you know, I know somebody who's got them and that. What goes round comes round, doesn't it, mate?
That's right, Carl. You know, and we can all help each other out.
That's what it's all about.
With that, it's I guess it's another reason for owning a classic car is the social side, actually.
Yeah.
You know, because without that, I don't know what else you would do with them.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, they'd have passed away, wouldn't they, mate?
That's
they'd
right.
have passed away, doesn't it? They would.
It is interesting.
I can remember one day I walked home from school and I come across, I don't know whether it was a TA, the original midget that the American pilots took back home. They fell in love with them.
Oh yes,
The little two-seater sports car. And it just blew me away. I stood looking at it for, it must have been an hour. And this guy come out, do you think he thought I was going to steal it? And he said, you know, I think it's absolutely beautiful. And he said, yeah, he says, quite a lot of history with it. He said it was owned by a pilot, flew B-17 during the war, Canadian pilot. And, amazing little car.
There's some of them are some of the early MGs which you're talking about went to America.
Yes, they did.
They're filtering back, aren't
yeah,
they?
big following over there.
Yeah, oh yeah, big following. Yeah. It's clubs and everything. So yeah, there is a great social side to, especially the MG group.
Yeah.
It's absolutely
I would
huge.
think it's got to be one of the biggest, well, certainly in this country.
I think it's up there with the largest groups probably in the world.
Yeah.
Not just
Because you
UK.
get, I mean, there's so many big retailers that have got all the parts, so if they ain't got it, they know where they can get it.
Yeah.
Which is a great help to people restoring, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. The more people are involved, the more you keep the brand alive. You know.
Absolutely, mate.
To what it is. So is it invoking any memories, Colin, at all? When you and Kate used to go out?
Well, yeah, I mean, people were always sort of making comments that they like a whale in a sardine tin and all that sort of stuff. But once you were in and you just got comfortable and you got in, and being a small car, like I said, like there is an intimacy to it where everything's at hand. There's nothing you can't get at and nothing doesn't look good. And you become part of it, don't you?
You do feel part of a car like this. Definitely, you grow into it.
Yeah.
You
I mean, a car like this you have to drive. You drive it by your seat of your pants in a way.
Because you're so low around.
Yeah,
yes.
absolutely. It's lovely. It's a lovely old motor. It really is.
I know my own memories of I never had an MG. My dad had an MG Rigid, and I suppose that's at the back of my mind.
Yeah.
You know, he had a red one as well.
Yeah.
And I had one of my early cars was a Spitfire.
Oh, they're nice little Spitfire.
Mark IV.
Yeah.
And again, you had the overdrive on the gear stick.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved that car.
I'm in good condition there. They're all making good money.
Yeah, well there was that side to it. I mean, the ethos of buying these cars for me at any rate is to enjoy the car, have a few years fun out of it, meet people, socialise, and then sell the car on to somebody else who would enjoy it, and then that would allow me then to move on to something else. But until I reach that point, you know, I'm not going to do it.
As long as you're enjoying it,
you just carry on, you know.
Absolutely.
They are a safe investment because they don't tend to depreciate like modern cars do, you know. They've reached their bottom probably 30-40 years ago, you know. Since then there've been a steady increase, especially the Mark 1 like this one. It's governed by how many there are.
How many do you reckon there are left on the road now?
Well, of this particular model, which is one of the reasons I bought it, being it's a Mark 1, it makes it rarer. There's only, I believe, with the DVLA, there's only 250 of these, and that includes Sawn as well, for the MGB GT Mk1. Around about 250 left, either sawned or on the road.
And how many did they make?
You're asking me there, many thousands.
A lot.
Yeah. But that's only this particular one. I mean, if you're going into the next generation of British Leyland MGB GTs, then you're talking there's thousands of them left. You know, I'm not saying there's only 250 MGB GTs. Only the Mark 1. Above and beyond there, there's absolutely thousands, which is a shame because they're lovely cars, and because they're so popular, it keeps the price down. Because there's a lot of these cars out there, and buyers can afford to be picky. When you go over a bump, you're dum. That's the spare wheel.
Oh right,
I've had trouble with that. I can't get the
locking nut.
The locking nut in the middle, the centre one. Every time I hit a bump, boom. It worried me at first. I have managed to screw it down, but it keeps coming loose. It's not. A bump at the back.
It seemed exceptionally loud.
It's
someone's coming adrift.
The thing about driving these cars, is you get used to it after a while.
They've each got their own little pie balls, haven't they?
When you first get in it, you think, oh, this is rough. But when you go going around a bit, you get used to you get the overdrive. You get used to all the noises like that bump. I know it's a bump, and I'll hear the badoom.
Yeah.
But yeah, well spotted though, Col. Well spotted. You're right.
It just seems a bit noisy.
Yeah, it's not something that.
Our brakes are good, mate.
It's not something you're used to in modern cars, you know. But it is the spare wheel.
Yeah, trundling about. Yeah,
jumping about.
But of course, heavy being steel wheel, isn't it?
Yeah. The other thing that bumps, there's another noise from the back. On the back, inside the hatchback, there's a big piece of wood.
Alright.
It's a big piece of like plywood, and that is not really. That comes loose, and that knocks as well.
Yeah.
And so you get a lot of strange noises from the back. It's not actually anything coming dangerously loose, Carl. Mind you never know. This is why you should have a car MOT, in my opinion. You know, even though it don't have to.
Now they've each got the little ways, mate.
Yeah. I mean, surprisingly,
She is lovely. She really is.
thank you, Colin.
They have a way of worming themselves into their bloody affections, mate.
They do, yeah. You get too emotional with a car.
You
and
do. I was just a bloody saying. I fall in love with everyone I've ever had. As you said, you look after that better than you look after me.
So
I said the difference between you and the car is the car does what it's bloody told.
So what car have you had in the past then?
I've had
that
a
you've missed the most, and you could pick one car out, Cole.
Yeah.
Which one would it be you'd have back?
Mark II Jaguar.
Mark II Jaguar.
Yeah.
Good choice.
I did 6 days. I was working down in London, and we was on a contract from the GEC, and there was a bloke down there who thought he was a gambler. Unfortunately he wasn't. He was rather a poor gambler, and he got in the wrong company. He owned the Mark II, beautiful, clear left bud. He got in with the wrong company, and they wanted money off him that he hadn't got. So I bought the Jag off him. We had a Triumph Vitesse, which was Kay's car. I sold the Triumph Vitesse to the site foreman, bought the Jag, come back up to Birmingham, come back up to Edgbaston to pick her up. We weren't married then. And she come out the house. She's looking. What are you looking for? Where's the Triumph Vitesse? I sold it. You've done what? Sold it. What you got now then? What have we got? I said that. She went bloody ballistic, Ross. She went absolutely bloody ballistic. She said, where's the money come from to buy that? I said, my half of the bottom drawer money. Oh shit, that just about put the nail in the coffin, mate. So she said, you've got till Friday to sell it, otherwise me and you are bloody toast. Oh shit.
Well, you've obviously solved that problem because you're still married for
60 years we've been
60
together.
years,
Yeah.
and so she's forgiven you.
It's the worst bloody decision I ever made. She ain't listening to this.
She will be.
She won't let me in the bastard. That ain't still running, is it?
It is actually, Colin. So I've got evidence. So,
is it really?
Yes, it is as far as I know. I'll just check. So what you've enjoyed that then, Cole? You've enjoyed it.
You're lovely, mate. Lovely. Thanks ever.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Colin. You've got one of the strongest grip handshakes I've ever known in my life.
People, when I was at work, they wouldn't shut. Used to call me Iron Hand. It's like, piss off. Anyway, I sold a Jag and I made 300 quid on it, which was a lot of money then.
This is an ethos of iconic brands.
It was, so yeah, it was beautiful. White, 3.4, red leather interior. He paid the baddies off. I had a Jag for 6 days. I learnt my lesson. Now I made the right choice.
So that's the secret of 60 years marriage, is just to do as you're told.
Basically, if you want a quiet life. Yeah.
So Colin, it's a pleasure, mate, taking you out, and you're just admiring the steering wheel.
Yeah, you have to keep your eye on that, Ross, because I reckon I'll come over and pinch that. Hang it on the wall in the bedroom. Thanks, mate. It's been a great day. It's been great. Thank you very much.
No problem, mate. No problem. And I'm glad that you enjoyed yourself. It's been a pleasure.
Brought back some happy memories. Thanks, mate.